congratulations are in order. You and your partner, Lisa Bonet, you've just got married last month.
Yeah.
2 kids.
Finally, yeah.
Yeah, you finally put a ring on it.
Yep, finally, man.
The longtime couple surprised fans on January 12th when they announced their breakup. Now, a source gives new insight into what drove the split, namely that they were both moving in different directions.
The moment that has everyone's jaw on the floor just dropped. And honestly, I'm still trying to process what we're all seeing right now. Lisa Bonet, the woman who we all thought was living her quiet post-divorce life, just got caught in what might be the most unexpected celebrity revelation of the year. When paparazzi cameras started rolling in Los Angeles last week, nobody expected to capture what they did. Because this isn't just about Lisa being spotted with someone new. This is about Lisa potentially starting an entirely new chapter that literally nobody saw coming. So here's what's been happening, and trust me, this story gets more interesting the deeper we go. Ever since Lisa officially finalized her divorce from Jason Momoa in July 2024, everyone's been wondering what she's been up to. I mean, we're talking about Lisa Bonet here, the woman who basically defined cool in the 90s, 80s on The Cosby Show, who had this legendary romance with Lenny Kravitz, and then this epic love story with Jason Momoa that lasted over 16 years. But apparently, while we were all focused on Jason moving on with his new relationship with Adria Arjona, which, by the way, they made Instagram official back in May 2024, Lisa has been quietly building something completely new. And when I tell you that what people are claiming to have seen changes everything we thought we knew about her current situation, I'm not exaggerating. But let me back up for a second, because if you haven't been following Lisa's journey, you need the full context to understand why this is such a big deal. Lisa Bonet had always been this enigmatic figure who values her privacy above everything else. After her split from Jason, which they announced in January 2022, but apparently had been separated since October 2020, she basically disappeared from the public eye. No red carpets, no social media drama, no tell-all interviews. She just focused on co-parenting their 2 kids, Lola, who's now 17, and Nakoa Wolf, who's 16. And honestly, that's so Lisa. She's never been the type to air her personal business or make a spectacle of her relationships. Even during her marriage to Jason, she kept things relatively private. But what's wild is that while Jason has been very open about his new relationship with Adria, taking her to red carpet events, posting cute photos together in Japan, basically making it clear he's moved on, Lisa has been the complete opposite, until now, apparently. So here's where things get really interesting. According to multiple sources who've been tracking celebrity movements in LA, Lisa has been spotted repeatedly with someone new over the past few months. And I'm not talking about just casual coffee dates or friendly hangouts. We're talking about someone who's apparently been staying at her place, someone who's been seen with her kids, someone who's clearly become a significant part of her life. But here's the thing that makes this whole situation even more intriguing. Nobody knows who this person is. And in 2024, in the age of social media and instant information, how does someone date Lisa Bonet and remain completely anonymous? Like, this level of privacy is almost unheard of in Hollywood these days. The speculation has been building for weeks now. People on social media have been trying to piece together clues from the few paparazzi shots that have surfaced. There have been blurry photos of Lisa walking with someone, but always from behind or at angles where you can't clearly see the person's face. It's like this mystery man knows exactly how to avoid cameras while still being present in Lisa's life. And then came the footage that everyone's talking about. Now, I want to be really clear here because there's been a lot of speculation and rumors flying around. But what people are claiming to have seen and what's apparently been circulating in certain circles suggests that Lisa's new relationship might be more serious than anyone imagined. The implications of this are honestly mind-blowing when you think about it. Lisa is 57 years old, and she's already got 3 kids, Zoe Kravitz with Lenny, and Lola and Nakoa Wolf with Jason. The idea that she might be starting over again, potentially expanding her family, is something nobody saw coming. But let's talk about Lisa's history for a minute, because it gives us some insight into how she approaches relationships. When she was with Lenny Kravitz in the late 60s and early 90s, she was this young actress making bold choices, like that controversial scene in Angel Heart that got everyone talking. Their relationship was passionate and creative, but it was also very public. They were this power couple that everyone was obsessed with. Then came her relationship with Jason Momoa, which started in 2005 when she was a single mom raising Zoe. Jason has always talked about how he had a crush on Lisa since he was a kid watching The Cosby Show, and when he finally met her, it was like destiny. Their relationship was different from her marriage to Lenny, more grounded, more family-focused. They took their time, didn't get married until 2017, and built this beautiful blended family. But even that relationship eventually ran its course. According to sources close to the situation, they just grew in different directions. Jason was focused on his exploding career, going from Aquaman to becoming this huge action star, while Lisa wanted to convince his major backstop and open it up for both of him. She didn't want to be traveling to film sets all the time or dealing with the intensity of Hollywood life. So when their divorce was finalized last summer, everyone assumed Lisa would take time to focus on herself and her kids. And maybe she did initially, but apparently love found her anyway. What's really fascinating is how different this new relationship seems to be from her past ones. With Lenny, everything was artistic and bohemian and very much in the spotlight. With Jason, it was this epic romance that played out partially in public. He was always gushing about her in interviews, calling her his queen, making it clear she was the love of his life. But this new situation, it's like Lisa has found someone who understands her need for privacy and is willing to exist in her world on her terms. And honestly, at this stage in her life, that might be exactly what she needs. The timing is also interesting when you consider where everyone else is in their lives. Jason seems really happy with Adria Arjona. They've been spotted at multiple events together, and she seems to fit into his busy Hollywood lifestyle. Zoe Kravitz is thriving in her career, recently getting engaged to Channing Tatum before they broke up, but she's clearly established her own identity separate from her famous parents. So maybe this is Lisa's time. Maybe after years of being defined by her relationships with these larger-than-life men, she's found someone who's content to let her be the star of her own story. But let's talk about the mystery aspect of this whole situation, because it's honestly what's driving everyone crazy. In an age where celebrities' every move is documented and analyzed, how has Lisa managed to keep this relationship so under wraps? Part of it is probably Lisa herself. She's always been selective about what she shares publicly. Even when she was married to Jason, she rarely posted on social media or gave interviews. She's mastered the art of being famous without being constantly in the spotlight. She made it perfect to me, but as a guy who lives in the city of the moon, we'll see how deeply well she's released on the park. And that is what it is to self-sate. But it also suggests that whoever she's with now is either not in the entertainment industry at all, or is someone who's equally committed to maintaining privacy. And honestly, in Hollywood, that's pretty rare. Most people in that world are used to attention and publicity being part of the deal. The other possibility that people have been whispering about is that this person might not be American, or might be someone from outside the entertainment world entirely. Lisa has always been drawn to creative, spiritual people, but they don't necessarily have to be actors or musicians. Maybe she's found love with an artist, a writer, a healer, someone who exists outside the celebrity bubble. And let's be real, Lisa Bonet could date literally anyone. She's still stunningly beautiful. She's got this mysterious intellectual energy that's incredibly attractive, and she's financially independent with her own career and accomplishments. She doesn't need to be with someone for their status or their money. She can choose based purely on connection and compatibility, which brings us back to the footage that's got everyone talking. Now, I want to be careful here because obviously I can't verify everything that people are claiming to have seen, but if even half of what's being whispered about is true, then Lisa's new relationship is more serious than anyone imagined. The idea that she might be expanding her family at this stage in her life is honestly both surprising and kind of beautiful. Lisa has always been this nurturing, maternal figure, not just to her own kids, but to everyone around her. Jason used to talk about how she made him feel like family from day one, how she embraced his Hawaiian culture and helped him stay connected to his roots. But starting over with someone new, potentially having another child at 57, that takes a special kind of courage. It means believing that love doesn't have an expiration date, that it's never too late for new beginnings. And you know what? Good for her, if that's what's happening. We live in a society that often makes women feel like they have to have everything figured out by a certain age. Like there's a timeline for love and family and career. But Lisa has always done things her own way, on her own terms. She left The Cosby Show at the height of its success because she wanted to pursue more mature roles. She took breaks from acting to focus on her family. She ended her marriage to Jason when it wasn't working anymore, even though everyone thought they were this perfect couple. She's never been afraid to make changes when something isn't serving her anymore. So, if she's found new love and is choosing to build something with this mystery person, then honestly, that's probably exactly what she needs to be doing right now. What's also interesting is how this news, if it's true, might affect her relationships with her ex-husbands. Lenny and Lisa have maintained this beautiful friendship over the years. He was even close with Jason during Lisa and Jason's marriage, and Jason has talked about how much he respects Lenny and their co-parenting relationship. But how will Jason handle the news that Lisa might be moving on in such a significant way? He seems happy with Adria, but there's always been this sense that Lisa was the great love of his life. In interviews, even after their split, he's talked about her with such reverence and love. And what about the kids? Lola and Nakawa Wolf are teenagers now, which is already a complicated time, and they've had to adjust to their parents' divorce and their dad's new relationship. How will they feel about potentially having a new step-parent or even a new sibling? But here's the thing. Lisa has always prioritized her children's well-being above everything else. If she's making these choices, it's because she believes they're what's best for her family as a whole. The other aspect of this story that's fascinating is how it reflects the changing nature of celebrity culture. 20 years ago, a story like this would have been front-page tabloid news for months. Now, even with social media and 24/7 celebrity coverage, Lisa has managed to keep the most important details of her life private. Maybe it's because she's never courted that kind of attention. She's never been the type to leak stories about herself or use her personal life for publicity. She lets her work speak for itself, whether that's her acting, her advocacy for various causes, or her role as a mother. And honestly, in a world where celebrities often share every detail of their lives for likes and followers, there's something really refreshing about Lisa's approach. She's choosing what to share and what to keep sacred, and that's her right. But at the same time, the public fascination with her love life shows how much people care about her happiness. Lisa Bonet has been this figure in popular culture for over 40 years now. People have grown up watching her, admiring her style, following her relationships. There's genuine affection for her and investment in her well-being. So when rumors start swirling about new love and potential new beginnings, people pay attention because they want her to be happy. After everything she's been through, the ups and downs of her career, 2 high-profile divorces, raising kids in the public eye, she deserves all the love and happiness in the world. And if that happiness comes in the form of a mystery man who's managed to win her heart while staying completely out of the spotlight, then maybe that's exactly what she needs. The question now is whether Lisa will eventually choose to share more about this relationship, or if she'll continue to keep it private. Given her track record, I'm guessing she'll only share what she wants to share when she wants to share it. But one thing's for sure, if Lisa Bonet has found new love and is building something beautiful with someone new, then we should all be celebrating that. Love doesn't have an age limit, and new beginnings can happen at any stage of life. And honestly, isn't that kind of inspiring? In a world that often makes us feel like our best days are behind us, Lisa Bonet might be proving that the best is yet to come. What do you think about Lisa potentially starting this new chapter in her life? Are you here for her finding love again? Or do you think she should focus on just being single for a while? And honestly, are you as curious as I am about who this mystery person could be? Let me know in the comments what you think about this whole situation. And make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, because this story is definitely going to have more chapters. And you know I'll be here to break it all down for you as it unfolds.